Wanting to make money as an administrative assistant? I'm gonna show you in this video how you can make $5,000 per month as an admin and how you can do so entirely from home. Now, this isn't just me that got these kind of results. These are the results our students get all the time. Take, for instance, Alexa, who is celebrating making $4,800 per month, and Bethany, who is celebrating her first 5K month. These are the results our students get all the time, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how. If you haven't met me, my name is Abbey Ashley and I teach all things work from home here on my channel. So if that's the kind of information that you're interested in, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and click the bell to be notified every time I go live. All right, let's jump into those 8 steps to start getting paid as an administrative assistant. Now, if you want to do administrative assistant work entirely from home, the best way to do so is by starting a virtual assistant business or a virtual administrative assistant business. Now, I am all about the VA world. I started my own virtual assistant business back in 2015 and was able to entirely replace my income with just 4 clients, which is insane. I went on to build a subcontracting team, which meant that I was literally getting paid even when I wasn't doing the work myself. And that's what I teach about here on this channel. So I'm gonna break this down into 8 easy steps so you can know exactly what you need to do next if this is the type of work you wanna do as your own boss. But first, I wanna know in the comments, why do you think that you would make a good administrative assistant? Let me know, and trust me, it's gonna be relevant in today's video, so make sure you comment below. All right, we'll start our administrative assistant training with step number 1, which is to choose your services. There are so many services that you can do as a virtual administrative assistant. In fact, small business owners all over the world are hiring remote assistants to do simple tasks like writing blog posts or answering customer service emails, appointment setting, calendar management. All of these types of tasks can be done as a virtual administrative assistant, and these are the types of tasks that you can add to your list of services whenever you start your own virtual administrative assistant business. Now, if you want to know more about how to choose your services, I actually have an entire video just dedicated to choosing the right services for you. So I'll link to that below. But remember when I asked you why you would make a good admin assistant, you likely already have some kind of experience or some kind of skills that you're thinking, hey, this could be useful to small business owners. Go ahead and add that to your list of services, because I promise, even though it might seem easy to you, it might not be easy to that small business owner, or even if it is a more simple or easy task, it's still gonna take a huge load off of their plate for you to be doing that as opposed to the business owner themselves. So go ahead and start making that list of services, because it's your first step to starting that business. Step number 2 in starting your administrative assistant business is to decide on your rates. I suggest at the beginning charging hourly. That way you can track your time using a tool like Toggle. It's a really great free tool. We can link to that below, but you can track your time and then simply bill your clients hourly for the work that you do. Now, as far as what rate you should choose, I usually recommend students start at about $30 to $40 per hour. If you're doing general administrative assistant work, that's where our students will traditionally start. And if that feels uncomfortable, you can do something called incremental pricing. Our incremental pricing recipe means that you start at the place where you feel mostly comfortable. So let's say you are starting at $20 an hour, right? Get your first client at $20 an hour, and then get your second at $22.50. Get your third at $25. Raise that rate by $2.50 or $5 with each new client. So as your confidence grows and as your experience grows, your rate should be growing as well. Step number 3 is to decide on your ideal client. Now, if you have experience in an industry or experience in some kind of service already, this might be super obvious to you. For instance, let's say you've been working in the real estate industry for 20 years. Please go out and be a real estate virtual administrative assistant, okay? That makes so much sense because your connections are already there and you already know the process. However, if you don't know anything about real estate, maybe don't niche down to real estate super early. Same thing with choosing a niched service. Let's say that you've been building websites for the past 20 years. You may want to go ahead and niche down to doing website services in your business, but for most of us, that's not the case. So what I would say for most people in choosing an ideal client is that your ideal client at the beginning is going to be really any small business owner, right? We're not going after huge corporations to hire us. Most huge corporations are going to be hiring other large companies or just full-time employees. You want to look for small business owners, okay? And that's your ideal client. And maybe you want to start out working with somebody locally, right? You want to work with somebody that you actually can meet with them at a coffee shop and discuss projects. Maybe you feel really drawn to work with female business owners or moms, right? You can go ahead and decide on an industry or a niche that you want to choose, but I would encourage you not to go too narrow in the beginning, again, unless if you already have a deep connection to that niche. Let's say you've been in the wedding industry for 10 years, you can go ahead and niche down to the wedding industry, but choosing your ideal client simply can be as broad as small business owners, and that's okay. Step number 4 is to choose your mission statement. What is it that you do? Whenever you go to a networking event and somebody says, "Oh, what do you do?" What is going to be your response? You want a 1-sentence statement that's going to help describe the work that you do and the pain points that you resolve. Your mission statement should say, "My name is blank. My name is Abby," right? "And I provide blank. These are the services you provide for blank so they can blank." Let me actually break that down a little further for you. "My name is Abbey Ashley and I provide administrative assistant services for small business owners so they can have more time to grow their business," right? So we're talking about the services that you're doing, administrative assistance, I write blogs, I do email newsletters, whatever it is, just go ahead and sum it up in the services, who you're working for small business owners, for female business owners, for health coaches, right? And so they can what? What is the benefit to the small business owner? This is your mission statement. In fact, I want to know what yours is. Go ahead and drop it in the comments below. Step number 5 is to choose a name for your business. I actually just did a video on choosing the perfect business name, and so I will link to that in the comments below. But the main thing to remember in choosing a business name is not to overcomplicate the process. I was able to sell out my services and completely replace my income with the name Ashley Assistants, literally my last name. So don't overcomplicate it. Remember, you can always change your business name later. Our motto here at the Virtual Savvy is action over perfection. And so when it comes to choosing your business name, go with something that you like, go with something that describes you. It could be more fun, it can be more creative, it can be more professional, it can just be your name. You can be self-branded, but don't overcomplicate the process. Choose something and then move on. Step number 6 is to create your processes. Once a small business owner says, "Yes, I want to work with you," then what happens, right? You need to go ahead and know what the next step in your process is going to be. Now, we call this an onboarding system. This is what it takes for a client to go from a prospective client to actually working with you. It's everything from sending a contract to sending an invoice to setting up an onboarding call where you get their passwords, you describe how you work, you just go through the details of what it will be like to work together. Now, if this seems really complicated and overwhelming, I get it, it's okay. Everything is new until we learn it. And so what I'd like to do is share with you my template. It's our complete client onboarding system. It's only $27. You can grab it at thevirtualsavvy.com/onboarding system. All right, we've made it all the way to step number 7, and that is to get legal, okay? I do not want you starting a business without doing the accurate legal requirements in order to do so. So there's a couple different things that you'll need to do here. Number 1 is you want to get an EIN number. This is really simple to do. You can literally just go on the irs.gov website, grab an EIN number. It's free to do so. And this is the number that you're going to use with clients as opposed to giving them your social security number. You don't want to do that. You want to give them an EIN number whenever you guys are working with each other. The next thing that you want to do is, if you've chosen that business name, you want to make sure that it's not already trademarked. Now, I don't necessarily believe that you need to go out and spend money on trademarking your business name. For most of us, as long as you're making sure that it's not already trademarked, we're okay. Trademarking is a little bit of a complicated and expensive process, and so you'll probably eventually want to do that in your business, but it's not something that you necessarily need to do right away. The last part of getting legal is having a contract. I cannot stress how important having a good contract is in your business. Please, 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 please promise me in the comments that you will not start a business, you will not start working with clients without having a good legal contract. It is that important. Of course, we have one at the Virtual Savvy you can check out, but I want you to make sure that you have a good contract before you start working with clients. It's gonna protect you legally. All right, and then step number 8 is to get clients. It's time. You've chosen your services, you've chosen your rate, you've set up your business, gotten it all legal, you know how you're gonna onboard clients. Now it's time to actually go out and get them. Now, there are tons of different ways to get clients, so much so that I recorded a free 60-minute training all about how to go out and get clients. You can get that at thevirtualsavvy.com/BBO. I can't keep going in this video because it would take literally an hour, and you can access it for free right here. So some of my top places to find clients are local networking events, our Facebook groups, and of course in our VA Savvies community where we are posting jobs every single day. You can access that group at thevirtualsavvy.com/community. All right, friends, that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much, and I will see you in the next video.
Whoa! Somebody call the trademark police.
The trademark police, they're coming. They're coming for you.